Alright guys, we're going to start working on this valve, these valves in this head today. Just got a little pan here. I don't have a solvent tank, so we're just got a little drain pan that we've got some purple power in, and this stuff is really potent, and apparently I've lost a glove somewhere.
Great.
So I guess I'll work with one hand.
How about you have these gloves and I have one hand? 'Cause I don't know what I'm doing.
You're gonna learn.
Great.
So we're gonna try cleaning these valves up. We're gonna try cleaning this head up and see if we can't make heads or tails of it and get it cleaned up some here. All right, guys. So we got this head cleaned up pretty good. We got the most of the rust and crap off of it. I was actually pretty happy with the way it turned out. I had bought these little suction cups to lap the valves, and the surface of the valves are like really rough. That shouldn't affect the way the car runs. The lip, the edge that seats on the head, it's okay. It's not pitted or anything, but I can't get that on there, so I'm just going to use my drill. I've used some shop cloths here to go around the end of the valve to make sure I don't scuff it up or nick it up. And all I'm going to do is I put the lapping compound on here, and I'm just going to pull it back, go at a really slow pace, bring it out, bring it back in. And I'm just going to sit here and do this for a little bit to get the valve seated in nice and a good fit. Everything all shiny and looks good, and then I'll move on to the next one, get all 8 of these done, and then I'll start putting the valves and stuff back together. All right, guys. So I had some camera difficulties, didn't realize it. And my memory card was full and I didn't know it. So we were able to get the head mostly put back together. I did get the valves are all seated. This is the how the surface of the valve, or the head side of it, seated or turned out. You can see here on the head, but that's inside the cylinder. That's not where the head gasket sits. There's some pitting on that one and some real bad pitting on that one. So I don't know if there was some moisture that got in those cylinders at some point. There had to have been. But everywhere else on the surface, it looks really good. The valves, I lapped all the valves and got them seated in good. Get it turned around here. I got all of the valve springs, all the keepers and everything. I got all that stuff put back together. This side of the head was really rusty. I don't know if you guys remember seeing it before, but it was in bad shape. This thing has turned out really good. Cleaned up really nice. The exhaust and intake side turned out really nice. I cleaned out the intakes. Let's see if you can see one of them here. I don't know. It's kind of hard to do with the... you can't really see it too well, but I kind of polished a little bit on the intakes to try to make it as smooth as I could, get as much crud and everything out of there the best I could. Same thing on the bottom side down here it's sitting on, where the thermostat and everything goes. It was pretty rough. Of course, there was still a gasket on there. We got it all taken off, and so the head is mostly put back together. Should be good to go. I'm gonna next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a motor stand to set the motor on, and that way I can go ahead and pull the oil pan off, pull the cylinders out, hone the cylinders and all that good stuff. But that'll be in the next video. Just wanted to show the progress of the head. So I think we're good here. I did take a level to the bottom side of the head here to make sure that it was a good flat surface. Everything looks good. Like I said, there was only 28,000 miles on this motor, so I don't think there's any issues. The valves are all seated in really good. There's a good seal on them and everything, so I don't think there's a problem there. Something that I may do when I first got this head, or when I first got the car, I laid it up on its end and I filled each one of these ports, exhaust and then intake ports, up with PB Blaster. I don't know that I'm going to do PB Blaster. I may put some WD-40 in there, I don't know. But I filled it up to where if it was going to leak, it would have leaked around the valves. I may do that, or I may not. I may just leave it like it is and do a compression test when I get the motor put back together and make sure I got good compression on everything. But each one of these things, every one of these valves looks like it's seated in really good. So I lapped them all with lapping compound and used my handy dandy little spring compressor here to get the valve springs back on. And so that's the progress, and as I work on the next step of it, I'll get in touch with you guys and put out another video. So that's it.